Hello, my name is Mr. Baconbits, and welcome to my Astral Chain 100% File Completion Guide. And this is probably one of my least favorite files. The Harmony Square subway station is a bit confusing to not only find the right path, but also difficult to find everything. Hopefully I'll be able to help point out where the items are without much confusion or frustration on your end. Let's get the cases out of the way. The first blue case you can find is Lappy's Lament over at the locker room. Marie wants you to don the Lappy suit and help your fellow officers. Here's a hint for the spar with Jin. Try your best to get his happiness maxed. You'll get something in return. Moving on to the ARI, there's a blue case called The Best Medicine. There's a boy in here who's lonely and wants a Lappy doll. It's here where you find out Brenda Moreno's secret. Use your iris to help find the persons you're pointed to. There's another blue case in this building. It's over here in this corner. You'll need to wear the Arm Legion to destroy the batteries that are electrifying the spill inside.
Iris, shut down.
Actually, right nearby is the last blue case of the area. You'll come across a patient escaping from being subdued. He runs fast, so use Aero Legion to quickly wrap him up. We're back in Harmony Square, this time a small locked-off area due to a subway explosion. There's two blue cases here. One is trying to find and stop a pickpocketer. You'll have to examine and talk to each of the suspects before you can get a definitive ID on the perp. The other blue case here is trying to find someone who is piloting a drone. That's prohibited investigations. Unfortunately, I don't think you can simply talk to the one who's piloting it, they keep denying it. So just cut the communication line with Sword Legion. Down into the meat of things this time, we have Out from the Smoke. This is a required blue case and has you rescuing civilians trapped in the subway tunnels. Finally, getting to red cases, we have this one over here, Secret Hideout. It's yet another hermit hideout, only this time they're not as accommodating. It's over here in this corner of the tunnels on the lower floor, the first room you can access down here. Over here by a civilian in the lower floor, use the Axe Legion to gain access to a subway train. Inside there's a red shift crack you can investigate. Follow the trail to an optional and Astral investigation red case. When getting to this civilian, you'll be forced to fight some new gel chimeras in this red case. Once the civs are rescued, Alicia will be attacked. Follow her signal and join the fight. Just be careful, this is a point of no return. While chasing the chimera responsible for this mess, there's a corner of this hall going in a circle, blocked by fire right over here. Use Axe Legion to get past it to find an optional red case. These last few red cases are on the way to finishing the file and are required. Ground Zero, Taming the Beast, Odd Drone Again, and an old new threat. So now we're at the red matter. Thankfully, there's only two major areas you have to look through. Starting up, there's a small amount of red matter at the investigation area, but not enough to update the percentage. Still counts, though. Before heading down into the subway tunnels and getting your gas mask, the red matter around here should get you to 3%. Alright, so to make things easier, let's explore the tunnels section by section. The game keeps you from going further until you find the civilians, so with that in mind, head down the stairs in front of you. Explore this small area down here until you get to 6%. Back up a floor, head past the stairs, and go to the collapsed area for some red matter, including right by the train I just went past. Should have 9% without opening a way forward. Open this train with the Axe Legion, then follow the train down to this corner. Collect the red matter on the way to get to 11%. Head back and open the other train with Arm Legion. Collect the red matter inside for 12%. Since that's as far as you can go now, rescue the 2 civilians to be able to go further on the top floor. There's some bits of matter in this area with the officers. Collect it all for 14%. Just a tiny bit further ahead is the room with the last civilian. Go ahead and activate the fight, but don't carry him back yet. Get the red matter in this square area to get to 18%. Head into the subway train here and head down it until you can't, then exit out to the room with the bulb. All the red matter in there and on the way should get you to 20%. Destroying the bulb eliminates the laser traps, so head back into that train to get the remaining red matter. Along the way is another exit to a room with red matter. Clean all that up for 22%. Back where the bulb was, open the nearby train with Arm Legion and collect the red matter inside for 23%. That's as far as you can go at this point. After rescuing the last civilian, Alicia needs help, and she's past the subway train you just opened by that bulb. Explore in this small area for red matter, and be sure not to get past this door leading to her. That's a point of no return, like I just said before. You should have 26% after clearing this little area out. After saving Alicia, head the opposite direction she's going for some red matter inside a train, 28%. After going up the first stairs, get the small bit of red matter here in the corner before going up, as this is yet another point of no return. As you can see, that's where I just came from. Can't go back. There's red matter over here in this corner. Follow the linear path up to the blue platform here for 35%.
At least there's no chance of losing this damn thing!
Explore this blue platform before heading down for 37%. Head down the stairs, then double back behind them for some red matter, leading to 41%. The remaining red matter is in the place where you fight Deimos, 43%.
Stuff is up to you. Watch out for explosions!
There's a bunch of red matter lining the arena where you fight Beast Nemesis. That should get you to a nice even 50%. After the fight, follow the path up to this rising platform to the side, then collect the red matter up top to get to 57%. Chain jump to this corrupted vendor for 58%, then down below to the next to the elevator at the end for 59%. Get onto this pathway halfway up, get the red matter for 60%. From there, chain jump down below, and get the red matter down here, and pass the platforms around for 63%. From the top of the elevator that we're still near, get the red matter here, chain jump around to get that red matter, then go up to the battle arena above and get the red matter there for 70%. Over here with the flying enemies, get the red matter for 72%. After that, follow the path over to the drone for 76%. While searching for the drone parts, collect the red matter along the way, including the open area for 82%. Make sure to be thorough. There's a small group of red matter that is a bit difficult to get all of, since it's within some crystals that block the Legion. Once the drone is repaired, head to the place where the pillar has to be put together for 84%. Now this part is a bit tricky. Use Beast Legion to get through the winding, collapsing path, and collect the red matter along the way. Use your iris to help see it, and you may not make it through in one go, but getting it all should bring you to 88%. Up ahead, get the red matter, push the block aside, then make a U-turn up here, push another block aside, and get the red matter behind for 92%. Follow the path, including the side part coming up, to get to 94%. The final part of the red matter should be here where you meet Jenna. You're given some time to explore this small section before following her out of the astral plane. Our first instances of supply crates is in the ARI. There's one in the room with the doctor in the back halls, linking the east and west wings. There's another in a room of the east wing. In the investigation area, there are 2 crates you can open up. Once in the subway station, there's a crate in this corner. You'll have to break the barricade to reach it.
Come on.
There's another crate before heading down into the tunnels. Down here, enter the train to your right for another crate.
Iris, shut down.
On the other side, chain jump to this crate in the corner. In this room down the stairway, there's 2 crates, one on each of the tracks here.
Iris, shut down.
There's 2 more crates inside the hidden hermit hideout, also down here. Over here by the train that has a civilian inside, open the way with Axe Legion, then head to the end of this train for a crate. Then in the adjacent room, there's another on the tracks.
Shut down.
There's 2 crates in the room with the 3 officers further ahead. One of them is on the tracks.
Iris, shut down. Iris, startup.
On the tracks by the last civilian to rescue is another crate. In the room with the bulb powering the lasers, there's a crate that needs to be opened with Axe Legion. After destroying the bulb, head back into the train that led there, and backtrack all the way to an exit that was blocked by lasers. There's a crate right outside the train. Facing the stairs after rescuing Alicia, go left to find a crate in front of a train. Double back at this point, going the opposite way, to find a crate. Through the fire and the flames, go around the blue platform for 2 crates. Okay, actually use the Axe Legion to go through the flames here. You fight some optional enemies for a red case as I mentioned earlier, but there's another crate in here. Go down the stairs leading to the Deimos battle, then go behind them and go into the one of the trains on the side for a crate. We're in the Astral plane now. Follow the path until you are overlooking the arena you started in. Drop down to the lower ledge for a crate. Go back to where you were, and go a little further until you reach the elevator to the side. There's a crate up top. Further ahead is another elevator. Ride it to the top, then use Axe Legion to open the cubbyhole containing a crate. Drop down to the pathway below and follow it to another crate. Chain jump to the even lower pathway below for a crate, then use Beast Legion to run and jump across to the other side where 2 switches and another crate are. At the top of that elevator, instead of going up the ramp, look around the corner for a spire. Chain jump around it to find another crate. This is below the bridge that disappears. At the part with the flying enemies here, there's a crate in the corner, then drop down to a platform underneath the disappearing floor. Go down there, then chain jump to another crate. There's another crate over by the drone here. At the end of the winding path requiring Beast Legion is a crate. Push aside a block, then make a U-turn after passing it to push another block aside for a crate behind it. There's one on the way here as well. Look for the branching path here for another crate. The last one is found in the area where you meet Jenna. Starting off the dropped items, there's one right by the elevators near the break room. There's an item by the training room over here. As you might guess, there's something on each floor again. There's one at the far end of the garage. And one at this side of the heliport. That's about it for the HQ. Let's move on to the ARI. In the room right by where Akira is recovering, there's an item in the corner. Back in the subway tunnels, inside the train where a civilian is inside, that you have to use Arm Legion to open, there's a dropped item inside. That's one hell of a run-on sentence. Destroy the bulb, then head back into the train that led here. Head south all the way to the end for another item. Near the previous item, exit out to a secluded room. There's an item in the corner. In the train next to the bulb, leading to Alicia, is another item at the end. When Alicia is in trouble, the hall between the two trains has yet another item. Instead of going up the stairs to follow Alicia, go the opposite direction and enter the train to your left. There's an item inside. Pass over this bottomless pit here, then turn around to find an item to shoot below. At this part where the wall explodes, there's an item inside the hole. After rescuing the drone and continuing on, look up from the split pillar as you approach it and shoot the item. That should be your last one. Starting off the dig spots, the first one is at the ARI heliport. The next dig spot is in the subway tunnels. When getting to Alicia, open the train door near where the bulb was, then make your way into the adjacent train. Take a right, and then exit the train at the end. It should be on the tracks surrounded by red matter. The final dig spot is over where you meet Jenna in the astral plane.